final episode of Star Wars Skeleton Crew is now out, episode 8, so let's talk about it. Now, this episode didn't really feel like any Disney Plus finale that we normally get. Granted, I think that trope is gone that the finale is normally rushed, because this finale wasn't really rushed. In the past few Disney Plus projects, the finale hasn't really been rushed, so I kind of think that trope is gone now. But Star Wars Skeleton Crew delivered on a satisfying ending to this season of TV. Now, I did feel like they left it off on a note where we could do season 2. Just how it ended, I could see a season 2 happening on like how Aden is now public to the world, like the aftermath of that, like seeing all these people now discovering Aden. We could see where that leads instead. It wouldn't really be a treasure hunt type show again. Well, it still could be, but they won't be lost. Instead, it'll be more of people coming to Aden, discovering its existence. Now, there's some decisions in the finale that I wasn't a huge fan of, like bringing 33 back to life. Yes, it's great to see him. He's a great robot, but he died in the last episode, so it's kind of like, can he just stay dead? Do we need to bring him back to life? Now, like I just said, I like this character, so I'm not mad that he's brought back to life, but it kind of like, okay, you kind of just killed him off last episode just to bring him back the next episode. What are we doing here? I do wish we focused more on the parents throughout the entire show, so when we get to more of this episode, we get to see more of their point of view in the situation. We didn't see Neil's mom. We don't really know her relationship, or like the robot girl, we don't really know her relationship with her parents, so I kind of wish we see more of that. And just the fact on how episode 7 ended, it kind of ended off on a big cliffhanger that I was mad it ended off that way, but this episode started and kind of took all that hype away because it kind of just ended the tension because it wasn't really the direction that we thought it was going. Instead, it went a new direction, which it's fine, but episode 7 ended off in like a cliffhanger note, just for this episode to start off again and kind of just ruin that tension at the end of episode 7 kind of set up for this episode. I also felt like this episode kind of ended abruptly. You kind of just cut the credits. Just because of how abrupt it was, I kind of thought there would be a post-credit scene, but there wasn't, so I don't know why it cut to the credits so abruptly, but a really satisfying finale to the show. What do I think of the whole show now that we officially have all 8 episodes? Well, I enjoy the premise. I like the Goonies type treasure planet hunt feel. Episode premiere, we were given all these questions that we had about the show, like history around Aden, who are these characters? Who is this secret Jedi character? And I'm glad to say that we got all those questions paid off by the end of the show. The entire show kept the mystery and kept filling you in on information and always hooked you at the end of every episode just to get you to come back. I think the show's leading one direction, but in reality it's leading the other direction and always finds a way to throw you off. Now, I do feel like episodes 4 and 5, you could have combined those 2 episodes together. I feel like just the overall plot of those episodes, not much happened until the end of those episodes. And I feel like you could have had those 2 episodes' endings kind of overlap with each other. But besides those 2 episodes, I enjoyed the show for the most part. A lot of people online are praising the show and loving it. I'm not on that level, but I do find it to be enjoyable. And from what we got from The Acolyte, this is a huge step up from that. For a show that the trailers didn't really sell me, the premise didn't really sell me, but once the show finally came out, I was sold from the start, and the show kept that momentum throughout the entire run. But anyways, if you like this video, maybe these ones on the side will interest you too. Like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.